Alright, it's Salamander Plays. Welcome to another installment of our walkthrough of StarCraft Remastered. We're on the original Zerg campaign and we're at the final level. I have some bad news. I actually already played through this level, recorded the whole thing with commentary, and then I lost the video. I'm not exactly sure why. So I actually have already beaten this level, and so this is the second time I'm going through it. So I will have an idea of what to do and what's coming in this level.
You have done well, my Seraphet. The Protoss can do nothing but flee before the onslaught of the swarm. But now you must assault one final site before our conquest is assured. Behold, there is a temple not far from here that lies upon ground most hallowed. Though I have borne witness to the passing of countless millennia, the temple which you must assault is older by far, for it was constructed by my creators, the Zelnaga, and it marks the site where the Zelnaga first set foot upon Aiur. The temple must be cleared, and the Kidaren crystal set in its place. Only then shall the way be made ready, for it is upon that ground alone that I may be manifest.
Alright, let's do it. I'll try not to be too salty about the fact that I lost my video playing this level, but we're just going to work through it anyway. Just work through the pain, you know? Life is pain. Okay, we start out with a decent amount of minerals and gas, which is absolutely fantastic. And I know that there's only one geyser that's really available to me at this moment. And we do have enough money for another hatchery here, but I think I'd rather drone up for right now because we do not have a lot of drones. Because we only have one geyser available to us right now, I think the best strategy here is to spread out your hatcheries to get all the available minerals and then go mass lings. And actually, now that I say that, we're going to grab our spawning pool since we have money. And we're going to get all of our hatcheries to rally to the same location, spread out our overlords. Oh, and there's another thing I want to do. I'll be honest with you, I learned this in my first playthrough of this on the video that I lost. You definitely want to grab an evolutionary chamber as soon as possible because you're going to be relying pretty heavily on spore colonies against air attacks. The Protoss in this level send a lot of air attacks against you. And unfortunately, you don't have a lot of gas. And so the problem is you need to use minerals as much as possible to counter the air attack. And pretty much the only way you can do that efficiently is to do spore colonies. Alright, looks like that was just a cannon that I ran into with my overlord. And we're just going to continue to drone up here. I probably didn't need to make a second evolutionary chamber, but I know I'm eventually going to get upgrades, so I just went ahead and threw down another one. Probably premature, but that's okay. This is kind of an obnoxious area here. These cannons can shoot any drones that mine these minerals over here, and so you have to get rid of those cannons if you want to mine those minerals. It's not urgent, but it is something you will eventually have to take care of if you do plan on mining over here. So the plan is pretty simple. On the minimap, you can see the temple in red in the far distance north. And it looks like it's going to be extremely difficult to get there because this is the final level of the Zerg campaign. But the truth is, about 2/3 of it is just empty space. And so you just have to run up there. And then about 1/3 of the space left is just a lot of Protoss stuff. And so the best way to win this map is honestly just get a bunch of drones, get your tech buildings, get some hatcheries up, rally everything to one area, and then you're just going to run a bazillion lings up there. And at first it'll feel like you're, at first it'll feel very much like an uphill battle, but the truth is it breaks through pretty easily. Okay, so now that we got some money going, we're going to get our lair tech. We're going to gradually get our hive tech. And the reason we want our hive tech is because we need this final ling upgrade, adrenal glands. It requires hive technology. In the meantime, we'll get our other ling upgrades. Let's start our 1-1 for our lings. The melee attack, not our hydras. All right, and it looks like we are finally. Oh, yep. Let's get our. Let's get our spore colonies up. Probably should have gotten this a little earlier, but that's okay. I don't have any upgrades for my hydralisks, so they're not very powerful right now. And we're just going to throw down spore colonies all over the place. This is kind of obnoxious over here with this mineral base. These trees prevent you from getting a hatchery that's really close. So what I do is I build a hatchery at the bottom as close as I can, and also a hatchery at the top of the mineral base as close as I can, because you need a lot of macro hatches anyway. So we're really hovering at this supply block, but I've been building so many buildings that I just haven't needed to build any overlords. But I think we're finally at a point now where we need to get more overlords here. We are going to get a Hydra Den, even though I don't plan on building a lot of Hydralisks. You still want them because there's some air units you have to deal with. We're going to get a Queen's Nest so we can get our Hive technology. And I am going to get a Spire. I don't know how many Spire units I'm going to make, but I do want access to them. Man, it is so nice to start with a ton of gas. It really, really makes this level a lot easier. And let's get all of our hatcheries to rally to this one location. And since we're running out of gas, why don't we get another hatchery right next to this geyser here. And we're still droning up. Lots and lots of drones. We got a lot of stuff to build, plus a lot of minerals to mine. Let's get our hive tech now that our Queen's Nest is done. Let's get an extractor. Let's continue to put out some spore colonies. No, I didn't even see this guy. I lost my control group here. Why don't we come down here, kill this drone before it assassinates a bazillion of my drones. And we'll get 2 spores and a sunken here, maybe another sunken. Looks like there are some units that come this way. So we're just going to rely very heavily on static defense. Let's get our 3 drones on the geyser and continue to build spores and sunkens, because our army's getting pretty thin here, and I still want to continue to drone up. Let's make a batch of overlords since we're about to get supply blocked. Yeah, this is a ton of minerals for just one geyser. And I think I want to make both of these sunkens, and if an air unit comes, I'll just try to lure the air unit down to my spore colonies down here. Okay, so we finally got our hive tech. We're going to get our Zergling upgrade here. And how much does the Greater Spire cost? Because I might make one solitary Guardian just to deal with these cannons over here. Looks like it's going to cost 150 gas. That really hurts, but we're going to do it anyway. Okay, let's get our Greater Spire. We're starting to get a lot of minerals here, which is to be expected. And let's drone up for these minerals over here. We're going to make one solitary Mutalisk as soon as we get the gas for it. And we're going to turn that one Mutalisk into one Guardian, and then we're going to use that one Guardian to clear out these 3 cannons, and then we'll be free to mine these minerals over here. I'm not sure where I'm going to attack. Ah, see, yeah, there's some air units here. And actually, looks like we're going to get pretty muffed up here. Let's make sure we're attacking. Can you reach this guy? No. Just gonna throw down spores wherever I can. And we're just gonna keep making spores until we kill this thing, because I wanna not spend any gas on Hydralisks, but if we need to, we can. We can afford some Hydras. Okay, nice, we got it. Okay, where's my one Mutalisk? Come over here, my friend. Come down here, turn into a Guardian. And let's get some Overlords before we start spamming Lings. I'm gonna start grouping my Overlords at the bottom of the map here, so they're just out of the way. That's classic. And I got that upgrade. Let's go ahead and get our 2-2 for our Zerglings here. It's going to take a second for to get the gas, so we can probably make some Lings here. Alright, let's get our 2-2 Carapace. And we'll probably have to babysit this Guardian just a little because we don't want to lose our one Guardian just for these 3 cannons. And let's keep making Zerglings since we have tons of minerals and food supply. And I'm kind of blown away by this, but I actually might even need another hatchery. Thought I would have enough hatcheries here. Okay, let's go ahead and get another hatchery then. I don't see any reason why we just can't put it right here next to all of our other ones. Let's get 2. And why don't we just do another one? Excellent. Okay. Oops, pressing the wrong button here. And let's just keep cranking out Zerglings. I don't know what just moved my Guardian there, but I'm glad it's attacking this cannon. And yep, we're just gonna keep making Zerglings. I wonder if I can just kill this one Reaver with just these 2 units. Is it running away? Oh, jeez. Alright, maybe I can't do it. That's really unfortunate. Where's my Guardian at? Oh, jeez. Man, Zerglings are so trash against Reavers, but if you don't have a choice, you don't have a choice. Oh, nice, nice. We're gonna get it. Okay. Thank goodness. Reavers. The arch nemesis of Zerg. If you're a Protoss player and you're facing Zerg, Reavers. Okay, so this Zealot just decides to take a stroll every so often down here. Just put our Guardian on hold. And now these minerals are free to mine for my drones. And why don't we just make a few more Sunkens and Spores. These will probably be Sunkens, actually, now that I talk out loud. Alright, let's just keep getting Zerglings. And actually, I might just start sending Zerglings in at this point. And I'm going to just A-click them on the mini-map right above the temple. And we're just going to call that a day. I don't even think I'm going to watch them go into combat. Just so you know, you're probably going to lose your first 2 armies, no matter how big they are. But just keep sending Zerglings in. There are some air units, but you'll have so many Zerglings that it's just not even going to matter. They, the scouts and the carriers, they just can't kill all the Zerglings. And as you can see on the mini-map, most of the journey there is just empty space. So it's actually not that bad. Okay, let's turn these into Sunkens, and that's probably enough defense for the time being. Fully upgraded Lings, well, besides our 3-3. And let's get another batch of Overlords, more Zerglings. And yeah, I'm pretty confident that we're going to be able to win with just the, this like beginning base area. I'm actually going to clear out a few of those buildings to the left. Let's just one. Yep. So the temple's destroyed.
The Protoss have launched a final offensive to keep us from the ruins. You must hold them at bay for a while longer. Our forces are under attack.
New mission objective, bring the Caldarian crystal to the remains of the Protoss temple. So I think if I just walk it up there, actually I know if I walk it up there, it'll be game over, but we're just going to make another round of Zerglings before I just send my drone up there, because I don't know if they send in like reinforcements or not. It looks pretty finished to me, but let's just send our Zerglings around to make sure we're clearing out all of the buildings. And man, they just straight up have tech structures here. It's crazy.
Our forces are under attack.
And this time I am gonna make some Hydras because there's some air units, and these Hydras will escort my drone up to the temple grounds. Nice. Static defense should hold that off. Oh wow, I got a lot more Zerglings here than I expected. Alright, so this carrier is going to muff up a lot of my Zerglings. Oh man, these aren't even upgraded. That's hilarious. Alright, let's do it. I'm going to hotkey my drone here, have him follow my Hydras, and we're going to save the game just in case something bad happens to my drone. Although I think I can probably just pick up the crystal if my drone dies. I've never had this drone die before, so I don't know what happens if it dies.
Our forces are under attack.
Okay. Slow and steady wins the race. I literally don't even have my Hydralisk movement upgrade. It's pretty bad.
Our forces are under attack.
Totally forgot to get my Hydralisk upgrades, although that was kind of on purpose since I wasn't planning on building a lot of Hydras this game.
Our forces are under attack.
Okay, why don't you just go to the beacon here, and we're just gonna escort this drone. There's a carrier somewhere around here, but I think we dodged it. Oh, there it is. Okay, let's just kill this thing, and I think we're in the clear.
Our forces are under attack. Now shall the events set into motion so long ago be made complete. For the Protoss too were created by the Zelnaga. They were the first creation, gifted with a purity of form. And we were the second creation, blessed with a purity of essence. Indeed, our two species are but opposite facets of a great races be made as one. Thenceforth shall all feel the wrath of the eternal swarm, for the hour of judgment is come.
Awesome. Getting some lore from the Overmind. We're also going to watch a cinematic before we end the video. Also, it seems totally crazy to me that the Overmind wants to be manifested on the most powerful and fortified planet of their arch nemesis. That's just like absolutely bonkers to me. Anyway, let's watch the cinematic. The Overmind alive and well on Ire. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. We'll pick it up in the Protoss campaign in the next video. Until then, see ya.